Good morning, everybody. Honorable Chief Guest Professor J.P. Pachauri, former Dean, HNP Garhwal University. Honorable Secretary of RBD College, Kumar Rani Ruchi Veera, respected Principal Dr. Rafat Zekia, the convener Dr. Suresh Singh, co-convener Dr. P.K. Sikdar, IQAC coordinator Dr. Priya Sharma, the faculty members of RBD College, participants, and dear students. I am highly privileged to have been invited to deliver and share my thoughts as keynote speaker in this national webinar organized by the Department of Education on an important, relevant, and contemporary topic, the confluence of online education with classroom education and reskilling of teachers. Friends, COVID-19 pandemic, which is the greatest crisis after World War II ever faced by the planet and the Homo sapiens living in it, witnessed risk of life, billions of infected cases, and the global death tends to touch 1 million mark. The pandemic has had a severest impact on socio-economic and geopolitical world order. The education sector has also been impacted in multiple ways, from closure of schools, colleges, and institutions with delayed results, auto promotions, and uncertainties associated with conducting final year examinations and the national level competitive examinations. However, the pandemic emerged as an opportunity in respect of online education in the unfavorable and compulsive circumstances which empowered the faculty as well as the learners in a big way. Friends, as you are already aware that quality of higher education has been a cause of concern for many decades, and to address the problem of deteriorating quality in higher education sector due to the massification of higher education resulting in a mismatch of quality and quantity, UGC in 1994 established NAC, the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, with the vision of making the quality as the defining element of higher education. The value framework determined by NAC for quality assurance, sustenance, and enhancement include essentially the enhancement of ICT use in higher education to make our students globally competent and to ensure higher education contributing for national development goals. Enhanced use of ICT resources was aimed to provide better learning environment to the students, bringing them center stage while engaging them through resources and pedagogies in a conventional classroom setting, which was earlier dominated by chalk and duster approach. The conventional chalk and talk approach has its own limitations of being teacher centric, passive student participation, and engagement less creative and innovative, leading to poor learning outcomes. It is therefore that the conventional teacher in the conventional classroom suggested to prepare their teaching plans, keep teachers' diaries, provide assignments, engage students through discussions, presentations, quizzes, projects, action research, and many others. To the contrary, the online classes conducted during COVID-19 has witnessed certain benefits which were not realized in a big way, despite the availability of MOOCs platforms like Coursera, EDX, Swayamprabha, ePathshala, among others. Online platforms benefited the students enormously due to their distinctive capabilities. Students can access the learning resources from various depositories, synthesize them, make their own personal learning material, and have a global and citizenship view. They can cooperate and collaborate by sharing knowledge and resources. Students' creativity enhanced as original ideas and imagination grows during digital learning. Communication skills improves as they collect, construct, and ask questions. Lifelong learning is possible. Having said this, online or digital learning has been with some basic limitations of higher cost and affordability. Connectivity is very poor, even in cities, let alone leave the rural areas. Access to ICT infrastructure is not adequate, as only 10.7% households in the country, according to NSSO 75th round, have computers, and only 23.8% have connectivity. TV and radio have for better presence. That's why under Swayam Prabha, 32 D2H channels are made available, one for each class. For distance learners of IGNOU and NIOS and IIT PAL for competitive exams. Despite all these schemes, still digital divide deprives many from learning opportunities. It could it could not eliminate the gap between haves and have nots. Online learning and knowledge validity and reliability cannot be trusted as it is available in social media from different unrecognized resources. These demerits, limitations, and weaknesses could be eliminated by the integration of technology to the conventional classroom setting. We must understand that technology is only the enabler and has the potential of dramatically expand access of knowledge. The primary and basic thing is teaching methods and pedagogies in which technology must be integrated. It is therefore the role of teacher come to the forefront. Teachers can integrate offline and online technologies with their teaching methods and strategies. This type of integration or amalgamation or confluence, whatever we call it, it is called the as blended learning. It can transform higher education with flexibility, access, and optimization. Let us see how this integration is done by Learning Management Systems LMS, which is a platform of teachers and learners. Teach, Teachers define learning objectives precisely. They prepare their teaching plans. Pre and post class teaching materials such as e content, presentations, PDF, and videos, etc., are made available online. Pre post class assignments may also be given. During classroom, visual presentations, text classroom discussions, and evaluation is done. Teachers and students connect even after classroom, making it to the lifelong learning. Thus, blended learning involves pre planning by both teachers and learners, co creation by both teachers and learners, innovation in teaching and learning process by continuous evaluation by teachers, learners, and peer group, sharing of knowledge, collaboration, and cooperative learning is possible. What is needed in these unfavorable circumstances of COVID 19? There are some recommendations I would like to submit. Number one, training of teachers and students in technology enhanced learning platforms, process, and methodologies is a must because certain teachers and students are not um, very much trained in recent platforms, the processes, and the methodologies. Therefore, training is essential. Improved access of connectivity and resources is a must because without connectivity and resources, we cannot handle these platforms. Promoting the use of TV and radio in rural areas is essential because this is very difficult to spread and strengthen the present um, infrastructure of connectivity and the computers, laptops, and the smartphones. Time management is a must. Teachers and students both have to do hard work to optimize classroom hours. Addressing socio psychological problems through student counseling once in a week at least. Incentives should be given for accessing and using e content, preparing assignments and projects in internal assessment credits. Preference must be given to group learning with team spirit and promotion of new ideas and innovations through creativity. and enhancement of employability and entrepreneurship by imparting hard and soft skills simultaneously. Having said this, I would like to conclude that the integration of an online education system with conventional classroom is inevitable in the post-COVID process of higher education, and all stakeholders, including teachers, students, and those associated with governance, have to play their roles effectively and professionally. I once again congratulate Principal Dr. Rafat Jakaria and his team, Dr. Suresh Singh, the convener, and all the faculty members and participants for inviting me for this talk, and extend my sincere thanks to all the participants and the students for their patient listening. Thank you very, very much.